2 weeks and the silver plan changes forever. We all stack silver to store wealth. We stack silver to swap out for gold. In the next 3 minutes, I'll show you how the silver plan has changed forever. Also stay to the end of this video to hear my viewer response. I choose one comment, respond live. It may be your comment. Let's do this in 3 minutes and away we go. In the past 2 weeks, I've looked closely at my stack of silver. I've placed it before me and gotten a real tally of the hoard that I've collected over the years. In the last 2 weeks, everything has changed. In the beginning, for anyone who was just starting to stack silver, in the beginning, it made sense for me to buy generic rounds. It made sense for me to buy bars and stack as much silver as I could afford. As the years have passed, I've accumulated a large store of wealth in silver. And the question that everyone, not just my wife, the question we all ask at this point, again, I'm talking about those of us that have accumulated a large stack of silver. The question is what to do now. The price of silver has been stagnant for so very, very, very long. Yes, I'm fully aware, as we all are, I'm fully aware of the long-term performance lag that comes with silver. This is no surprise. Silver, like gold, remains stagnant for long stretches of time, and then in a burst of volatility, it will shoot up or drop down. The difference between silver and gold is the price points. Gold will show volatility in the range of $2,000, while silver is a very inexpensive metal. Adding to this equation is the silver to gold ratio. We have all been waiting for that ratio to tighten, and it is not happening. That is causing a major shift in the silver plan, and yes, I'm truly privileged to be sitting in my ivory tower and deciding what to do at this point in my silver game. I fully understand that many in our community of silver and gold stackers, I get it that many are just starting out, and I want everyone to learn this lesson with me. What is to be done when our silver stack is so large that we have a solid $10,000 worth of this metal, a solid $15,000 worth of this metal? I read all your comments, and many of you have at least $20,000 worth of silver. That is a down payment on a house. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if this rings true for you. Have you been collecting? Have you been stacking silver for years and now your pile of metal is worth a small treasure? This is a real issue for us as a community of stackers. What do we do when our store of wealth is in the tens of thousands of dollars? That's the wrong question. Here's what I've been looking at. I've spent 2 weeks on this, and yes, the silver plan changes forever. $10,000 stored in a pile of silver. Is it the most efficient use of that wealth? Conservative thinkers say no. They say no, it is not. It is an unproductive use of wealth because the long-term performance lag prevents that wealth from growing at an efficient rate. That unproductive. I know we hate to think in those terms, but it screams for our attention. What's the most productive investment? Those thinkers tell us Wall Street and real estate. Stop. Don't yell at me in the comments. You know I diversify my investments. You know I'm not the YouTuber telling you the world is coming to an end, so invest all your fiat currency and precious metals. But as I look at this massive silver I've been hoarding, and I study the hot market I'm living in, I don't know about you, but the housing market where I live, the market is tight. Tight meaning everyone wants to move here, and there's no more room to build, so the prices for homes are skyrocketing at a type of pace that silver and gold could only dream of. I know I'm not alone in this. Leave me a comment and let me know if you see the same housing market in your community. The prices for homes are absolutely exploding, and yes, putting this stack of silver into a down payment on a small, tiny, beat-up house in my community would show gains in 1 year that silver could never compete with. Gold could never compete with it. Again, I'm not discouraging any newbies from getting into the silver game. I'm asking all of you old-timers that have been stacking for years and, like me, you're sitting on a pile of wealth that if we were risk takers, let's face it, silver and gold stackers are not risk takers. We like to store our wealth in a slow but steady investment. If we were risk takers, we would cash out that stack and put it into something that moves much faster. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this rings true for you. I read all your comments and I learn more from you than you from me, and I explain that in 3 minutes. In my last video, Ray42228 said, I only buy gold coins and silver in bars. I hate haggling with local coin dealers. Wow, you are my hero, Ray. I wonder how long you've been at it. Honestly, I started like you. I only bought rounds and bars. At some point, my interest began to wane, and now I'm knee deep in these overpriced coins. Show me your ways, Ray. Hit subscribe. I post 3 videos per week. Hit subscribe. I don't want you to miss it. I'll see you in the next one.